For today's round, I'll be playing Club de Golf Royal Quebec and the Parcours Royal course. I'll be playing holes 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, and 13. This request was actually a 36-hole course, so I'm breaking it into two videos. There's one that's today's video, and then there'll be a different video tomorrow, and then the next day should be the Parcours Quebec course, which is the other 18 for this. The choice of tee boxes are black, blue, red, white, and gold. I'll be playing from the gold, which has a rating of 67.5 and a slope of 119. Today, I am very happy that I'm able to hit my garage and that I have it heated. I actually have my curtains opened up a little bit today because it is -2 outside and it feels like -16, and that's in Fahrenheit. And right now my garage is 76 degrees in here, but because I don't have a fan or anything to keep the heat lower, it's definitely warmer, probably about chest high, and cooler down here. So I'm glad I heated my garage and have the ability to golf in the winter when it's this cold out right now. Here's hole 4, which is a 121-yard par 3, 20 feet downhill. I am going to use my gap wedge here and maybe take a little bit off of it because I think my 54 degree, which is my 100-yard club, would have trouble really getting far enough, and a full swing on this I think would go too far. One other thing that I'm doing that I want to try and do more of is actually I'm wearing my golf shoes because I want to practice in the shoes that I actually am going to be wearing on the course. Keep going, keep going. Just out of the one-shot give me circle, so that's going to be a par. Here's hole 5, which is a 423-yard par 5. I'm going to tee off with my 5-iron, but before I do that, I wanted to ask you guys. Right now I have a 3-foot by 15-foot prime putting mat right here, and then I have a putt-out mat, which is about 2 feet by 8 feet, and then I have some open cement here and garage floor, and I kind of have it over there and over here, so I really care more what's in front of my mat. And I wanted your guys' opinion on should I get another prime putt mat to kind of put in here so I can have all same surface. And I really like the prime putt mats, I just don't like the price of them. Or should I get something like Sin Putt Turf from Lowe's, which I can do a 7-foot by 15-foot mat. I'm just concerned how easy that would be to roll up then. So that's one of the upgrades I have planned that I want to do, is just kind of figure out basically, do I do a prime putt mat or do I get a big 7-foot by 15-foot piece of turf? I'm just not sure how well that would roll because I do practice my putting out here as well. And one other thought I had with the prime putt is I'll definitely get 3 feet wide, but I might not get 15 feet long. I could get 9 or 12 feet long because then that would be a little bit easier to take inside, and that would cover a lot of this, just not all of it. So if you guys can chime in and let me know what your thoughts are on what I should do to protect this. And the reason I want to do that is sometimes when my balls bounce back, they hit the cement floor, and you can't see it on screen, but I do have a pretty dirty spot on my screen that I don't want to keep having that happening and getting worse and worse. Eventually, I will have to clean the screen, and I just don't want to keep putting more dirt and stuff on there. If I can prevent it, I just have to figure out which route I want to go. Just going to use my 5-iron again. I have 57 yards to the pin to go. I'm going to take a half swing with my 58-degree wedge. Just missed the one-shot circle again. It's going to be a 2-shot give me for another par. Here's hole number 7, going to tee off with my 6-iron. I have 160 to go here to the pin. It's 8 feet downhill. I'm kind of between my 7-iron and my 8-iron because the way I've been hitting them, which has been really well, I'm afraid my 7-iron might go too long. But I'm also worried my 8-iron wouldn't go far enough. So I think I'm going to do try and do like a 85-90% 7-iron here. I just hit about 4 shots with my 7-iron. 2 of them went long. One of them was okay. I just wasn't happy with the strike, and I don't remember the other one. But I'm going to try and take a full 8-iron now instead and use that. Back to the 7-iron. Seven iron was too long, 8-iron was too short, so that's going to be a bogey. Here's hole 10, which is a 171-yard par 3. Going to use my 7-iron here. Not bad, I'll take it, a birdie. Here's hole 11. It's a 442-yard par 5. It wants me to go out 171 yards. There is a creek that goes down the fairway. I'll use my 6-iron here. I think my 7 would be fine, but I think my 5 would potentially be too long. I'm going to use my 5-iron here now. I have 81 to the pin. I think a 3/4 or 80% swing with my 58-degree wedge should get me in the 2-shot gimme circle for sure. And that's in the 2-shot gimme circle for a par. Here's hole 13, which is the last hole that I'll be playing, and then I'll have a flyover of the remaining holes. It's a 152-yard par 3. And one thing I just noticed that I'll have to look at is, I know in earlier videos, the flyover didn't necessarily match what I was playing here. So I'm curious when I go back and edit this, if the flyover numbers started to match the number I'm actually playing now. That'll be interesting to see. Anyway, I'm using my 9-iron for this one. And that is in the 2-shot gimme circle for a par. That was the Parcours Royal course at Club de Golf Royal Quebec in Canada. That was an interesting one. I had a lot of mulligans there just because I wasn't quite getting the hits that I wanted. I didn't do any warm up in the range beforehand. I actually have had my R50 here for a few days, and I actually have a chalk line around my mat because I got that set up to a 0.0% target alignment. So I haven't moved that because I have it exactly lined up, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do that. But because of that, was the first swings I took today at all. And Some of them were okay. They started out, I think, okay, but they kind of progressively got a little worse. Another question I have for you is, have any of you tried or used the X Putt or Putter, or any of those devices? Um, as I mentioned, I've really been putting an emphasis on my putting and short game this year, and I do have a 15-foot mat here, but I can't really do anything further than that. And I've been kind of looking into that X Putt, and it seems pretty interesting. And I might be able to hook it up to something like GS Pro, so I'm just kind of curious there because I've been looking into that, or webcam putting. But with webcam putting, I think I need a camera like overhead, and I just don't think I want to do that permanently. So if any of you guys have tried any of those, please let me know what you think of it, if it's something that would possibly help me or not. Otherwise, if you're watching and there's any specific course you'd like to see me feature on here, please leave a comment with the name of the course, where it's located, and which holes you'd like to see played, and I will add that to my list of courses to play. And as always, I really do appreciate it. I really do enjoy doing these. Thank you.